Hello guys, today we are going to be reacting to Rival Shorts. So let me search clips AR. Okay, let's see what it is. Man, that's so loud. Oh, that's so loud. Level 167. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe acting, probably not. Blue one or 5. Solid one. Correct. First off, it looked like it was locking onto the body. Level 95. If he hits all headshots, is he there? Oh. May have hit something better.
Alright, we are one game away from a 500 streak. This guy is level 54. Wait, this game is gonna be easy, bro. Let's go.
Start attacking.
Yo, chill! This guy is shooting me like a minigun, bro. He's just straight up cheating, bro. Like, what? You know what? I'm not gonna lose to this guy, bro. I'm gonna use my secret weapon.
Bro, my Wi-Fi!
Wait, I told myself, yo! Bro, no way. Wait, hold up. Yo, this jitter is trash. Oh yeah, that's just great. He's flying now. Bro, I didn't mean to call you trash, bro. I'm sorry. Please, speed, I need this. Wait, he's not moving. Yo, I hit him. Let's go! Alright, we are one game away from a 5.
My girlfriend told me she was in love with a guy from her yoga class, but she fell out of love with him even faster than I fell out of love with her. When Emma ended our 4-year relationship, everyone expected me to completely fall apart. We had built an entire life together. We met during our junior year of college, rented our first apartment after graduation, adopted a golden retriever named Cooper, and spent years talking about buying a house someday. When Emma lost her job during the pandemic, I worked overtime for almost a year to keep us afloat. I paid most of the bills without ever complaining because I believe that's what partners did. But looking back, the last year of our relationship felt like I was living with someone who had already left. Every evening she'd come home, disappear into the bedroom with her phone, and barely say a dozen words to me. Whenever I brought up vacations, marriage, or even weekend plans, she'd answer with things like, maybe, we'll see, I'm tired. Her parents suddenly stopped inviting me to family gatherings. Her brother unfollowed me on social media. I noticed all the signs. I just kept convincing myself they meant something else. Then one Thursday evening, everything finally made sense. I was grilling burgers in the backyard when Emma walked outside. She looked strangely calm. I need to tell you something. I turned the grill down. What is it? I met someone in my yoga class. She wouldn't even look at me. His name is Tyler, and I think I'm in love with him. For a few seconds, all I could hear was the sound of the grill sizzling. Then I asked one question. Does he make you happy? She nodded. I took a deep breath. Then pack your things. She stared at me. That's it? What else is there to say? She packed 2 suitcases that night and left before sunrise. My friends expected weeks of late-night phone calls, drinking, and emotional breakdown. Instead, I felt strangely peaceful, like someone had finally stopped squeezing my chest. For the first time in months, the apartment felt quiet instead of lonely. About 10 days later, I got an unexpected Instagram message. It was from a woman named Chloe. At first, I assumed it was spam. Then I opened it. Hi, I know this is awkward, but I found something in Tyler's apartment that I think belongs to you. Attached was a picture of my grandfather's vintage watch, the watch my grandfather had given me the week before he passed away. I hadn't even realized it was missing. Emma must have accidentally packed it when she moved out, and Tyler apparently found it while helping unpack boxes. Chloe offered to meet me at a small coffee shop downtown. I almost said no, but that watch meant everything to me. When I walked inside, Chloe immediately stood up. She looked nervous. I am so sorry. She handed me the watch before we even ordered coffee. I didn't know whose it was until Tyler mentioned your name. I thanked her. I figured we'd exchange a few awkward sentences and leave. Instead, she surprised me. I think I made a terrible mistake. I looked confused. She sighed. Tyler already acts distant. What do you mean? He spends more time checking who's texting Emma than actually talking to me. Apparently, Tyler had started dating Chloe shortly after Emma. Within 3 weeks, he had forgotten her birthday, canceled 2 dates, spent entire dinners scrolling his phone. Sound familiar? Very. We ended up talking for nearly 3 hours. Instead of feeling jealous, we kept laughing. Mostly because the stories sounded almost identical. Same excuses, same empty promises, same disappearing act. By the time we left, Chloe smiled. If you ever need someone to complain about terrible exes with, she handed me her number. It sounded ridiculous, but a few days later, I actually texted her. It started with me, then jokes, then a long phone call. Eventually, we grabbed dinner after work every Friday. About a month later, Chloe ended things with Tyler. I wasn't in love with him, she admitted. I was in love with who I thought he was. I understood that feeling better than anyone. 6 months passed, my apartment lease was ending. My apartment. At the same time, Chloe's younger brother was starting college, and helping pay tuition had stretched her finances pretty thin. One evening she asked, would you ever consider getting a place together? As a roommate, it sounded unconventional, but after everything we'd been through, it somehow made perfect sense. So I said yeah. Living with Chloe felt completely different from living with Emma. We actually talked, we cooked dinner together, argued over which terrible reality shows deserved another season, laughed until midnight over stupid internet videos. When my dad had knee surgery, Chloe drove me to the hospital because I was too anxious to drive. When her grandmother passed away, I took a week off work to help organize everything for the funeral. Neither of us kept score. We simply showed up. One Sunday, my older sister visited. After spending the afternoon with us, she pulled me aside. I've never seen you this happy. I laughed. I'm not dating Chloe, she smiled. I didn't say you were, but whatever this friendship is, don't lose it. She was right. Because sometimes life takes away the relationship you thought would last forever, only to replace it with someone who reminds you what genuine care actually feels like. Fall tech. Emma had walked away chasing excitement. Tyler had chased the fantasy of someone unavailable. But Chloe and I discovered something neither of them ever understood. Real love, whether it's friendship or something more, is built by people who keep showing up, not by people constantly searching for someone new. My girlfriend told me,
at my daughter's birthday, my nephew ripped her gift out of her hands and screamed, I want it! My sister laughed. My mom said, just let him have it, she'll get over it. I smiled and said, sure. That night, I repossessed my sister's minivan. Good luck getting over that. My daughter Willa turned 8 last Sunday. She asked for one thing, a purple bike with streamers on the handlebars. She'd been eyeing it in the bike shop window since March. Every time we walked past, she'd stare at it like it was a unicorn. She started making her bed every morning, feeding the dog without being reminded, putting quarters into an envelope in her sock drawer. She wrote Ike on it in purple marker. I'm a single mom, dental hygienist 4 days a week, catering shifts on weekends. It took 2 months to save enough. I wrapped the helmet separately in purple tissue paper because Willa thinks tissue paper is fancy. The party was at my parents' house. My sister Celine brought her son Maddox, who is 10 and has never heard a boundary in his life. Maddox opens other people's Christmas presents and throws tantrums if the food isn't what he wants. Celine calls him spirited. My parents call him the favorite. When Willa saw the bike, she screamed and covered her mouth with both hands. She touched the streamers like they were made of glass. Is it really mine? Is it really mine? I said. It's really yours, baby. She didn't get to sit on it. Maddox walked over, shoved her sideways, grabbed the handlebars, and climbed on. Willa hit the ground on her hip. She didn't cry. She looked up at me first, waiting to see if an adult would fix it. Celine laughed. He just wants a turn. My mom said, just let him have it. She'll get over it. Maddox was pedaling circles in the driveway on my daughter's bike, while my daughter sat on the concrete holding her hip. I picked Willa up and brushed off her dress. She whispered, it's okay, Mama. I can wait. Something broke inside me, and something else locked into place. I smiled at my mother. Sure, he can have a turn. We stayed another hour. I let Maddox ride until he got bored. When we left, I put the bike in my trunk, and Willa held the purple helmet on her lap the whole drive home without a word. That night, I did math. 2 years ago, Celine's transmission blew. She needed a car, or she'd lose her job. I co-signed a loan for a $34,000 minivan. Celine made the first 3 payments, then stopped. I've been paying $487 a month for 21 months. $10,227 out of my pocket. The loan is in my name. The title is in my name. I have both keys because the dealership mailed them to the primary borrower, me. At 11:30, I drove to my parents' house. Celine's minivan sat in the driveway. I unlocked it with my key and drove it home. And I texted her, I want it. Relax. I'll give it back when I'm done. Isn't that how it works? 9 calls in 12 minutes. I answered on the 10th. Where's my van? Check the loan. Check the title. Check who's been paying for 21 months. My van. I need it for work Monday. Willa needed her bike on her birthday. Losing things only hurts when it's yours. My mom grabbed the phone. Bring the van back. You're being vindictive. It's just a van, Mom. She'll get over it. Isn't that what you told my daughter? Dead silence. She hung up. Next morning, Celine showed up with a purple helmet. Scratch on it that wasn't there before. Maddox was playing with it. I took the helmet. I'll get her a new one, like you told me to get a new bike. I closed the door. That week, I paid off the van loan and sold it to a dealership for $19,500. Put every dollar in Willa's savings account. Celine found out Thursday. You sold my van. I sold my van. The one I paid for. Titled in my name. She called me every name she could think of. I waited until she finished. Teach your son to keep his hands off things that don't belong to him. You could use the same lesson. Last night, Willa rode her purple bike up and down our street with a new helmet on. Streamers flying. Screaming, watch me, Mama. I watched her. I will always watch her. At my daughter...
I'm gonna say holes.
Okay. I'm gonna say round. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say charms.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say bracelet. Bracelet, yeah. Good.
I'm gonna say rubber.
Yeah.
Sport mode. Yeah.
Okay, who do you think it is?
Yeah. Bracelet? What do you mean by bracelet?
Okay, well, you picking me, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I had no clue. But yeah, right, let's vote for me. I wonder who it's gonna be. Yeah, it was me. Crocs.
This college student had the chance to win $800,000 by kicking a 33-yard field goal, but she knew she couldn't make it.
I knew I couldn't do it, and he was texting me, he said that he could, so we're splitting it.
So she trusted a random guy from her school who had never played football in his life.
You told her that you could make it. Why do you think that's the case? Have you ever kicked a ball before?
I've kicked the ball before. I've played soccer my whole life. I think I can do it.
The host was so convinced he would fail that he started raising the stakes.
This kick is for $150,000. You said you would split it in half, right? Okay, so let's make it $200,000. If you make it, you will both get $100,000.
Then he raised them even higher.
$400,000 on the line. Henry, are you ready?
Of course.
But what I want to let you know is, you're not getting a second opportunity. I don't care if this entire place starts chanting for a second kick. One kick, 800,000 rats. 400,000 to you two, split 200 grand each. Let's go, Henry.
College student had the
Can you believe this? Every time fishermen unload their catch, they destroy a fishing net worth tens of thousands of dollars. Do they really have so much money that they can just waste expensive equipment on purpose? Actually, that's not the case. A large commercial fishing net can hold dozens of tons of fish, sometimes even more. When fully stretched out, the net can be longer than the entire deck of a fishing boat. Pulling a net this massive back onto the vessel requires heavy-duty winches, steel cables, and pulley systems that slowly tighten and drag the net onto the deck. But the dangerous part is what happens when the net is completely full. All the weight is concentrated on the net bag and its connection points. If the crew keeps pulling with the entire load, the enormous tension can suddenly tear the net apart. Thousands of pounds of fish in seawater could burst out at once, causing major losses and potentially putting crew members working on deck in serious danger. That's why experienced fishermen don't simply force the entire net on board. Instead, while the net is being hauled in, they first open a release point on the side, allowing some of the fish to flow out quickly and reducing the overall weight and pressure on the net. Once the net becomes lighter, the fishing boat can continue pulling the remaining catch safely onto the deck and finish unloading through the normal opening. And that damaged section does not mean the entire net is ruined. Large fishing nets are built to be repaired. After unloading, workers simply sew up the damaged area, allowing the same net to return to the ocean for the next fishing trip. Can you believe this? I flew to Japan for a trivia.
Let's see.
The longer you use your phone, the earpiece and speaker will inevitably accumulate dust. This will reduce the sound quality and reduce the volume. To eliminate this, turn the volume up to maximum. Click on the speaker cleaning shortcut. This will clean the speaker through vibrations, improving your sound quality. It's recommended to save this and clean it regularly. This also applies to phones that have been submerged in water. The longer you use your phone, the earpiece and speaker will inevitably accumulate dust. This will reduce the sound quality and reduce the volume. To eliminate this, turn the volume up to maximum. Click on the speaker cleaning shortcut. This will clean the speaker through vibrations, improving your sound quality. It's recommended to save this and clean it regularly.
I'm still... Okay, wait, I'm ending it right now. I actually wanted to test this because I keep seeing this.